We are live. What's up, everybody? Happy Labor Day. It is Monday, September 4th, 2023. It is 6:10 p.m. This is another live
6:11.
edition. Well, where I'm at, by the time I said it was 6:10, but you get the idea. Thank you, everyone. You're all far too kind. This is another live edition. More importantly, yes, this is your AEW All Out 2023 review or recap, whatever the kids now call it nowadays. I know some folks call it post show, some folks call it whatever, but you know what it is. It's the recap show nonetheless. But more importantly, it's another live edition of Steve's Kitchen here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. What's going on, everyone? I am that Peruvian Fight TV extraordinaire. I am Steve. You're joined by the good brother, the pride of Detroit, the one, the only, Big Mike. What's going on, bro?
Nothing, man. Enjoying the rest of this Labor Day. Getting ready to enjoy some good barbecue here with my best buddy, somebody I call a brother. And we're going to talk about some really good wrestling. And happy holidays and Labor Days to everybody there.
Well, thank you, Mike. I appreciate those very kind words, and I hope you do enjoy your barbecue later on today, and you devour the big meat platter that we have today for service. Today's service today, we have a big meat platter at the request of the crowd last night at All Out. You heard those chants last night, Mike. Come on,
Yeah.
people. Big meat.
Big meat, meaty meat, meat forever.
Yes, slap that meat.
Yeah,
man. But what's going on, everyone? Again, another great day here. It's Labor Day. It's hot today. It's hot over here where I'm at. I don't know about you, Mike, over there in Detroit, but oh my God. Also factor in the kiddos go back to school in a couple of days, and I'm excited. I know my cousin's excited. Her two kids finally go back to school. My other cousin, his daughter's going back to school. It's again, I can't relate. I'm not a parent.
But you remember as a kid those days, though.
These kids got it easy, bro.
They do.
They had it, bro. They got it made. They got it made.
Yeah, something goes wrong. Oh, fingernail fell off. Take a day off.
No. In the sense of, okay, so if you're a parent, I don't know how it was in Detroit, but over here, a lot of the kids wear uniforms now. Even in the public school system, a lot of kids wear uniforms.
Yeah. I never had free dress in my life.
Neither have I. I was blessed to not have to wear don the uniform. I wore a uniform when I went to private school my freshman year, but after that, I didn't have to wear a uniform because I went to live with my dad. But I know a lot of the kids now, even in public schools over here, they have to wear uniforms.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I used to hate that idea. But now as I'm older, it's like, you're not spending heavy amount of money on clothes. Because, first day of school, you got to look fly. You got to have the fresh outfit, right? Fresh haircut, fresh sneakers, right? White tee the Galaxy white tee got to be crisp. The Omavi jeans got to be official. The white Air Force Ones got to be, everything just to perfection, right?
Yeah, man. I've never experienced that before. That's why I've never had anything until I became an adult. That's why I cherish my sneakers because I never could afford them. I went to school with $10 sneakers. $10 sneakers.
Bro, I used back. So when I was in elementary school, I used to rock Payless.
Ooh.
Yeah, dude.
No, I never been that never been that cheap, but
No. It just happens. Like, bro, what the hell?
yeah, it happens. But yeah,
Like, but here's the thing: who's carrying though? Like, when you're in first grade, who's really carrying? Like, who's really like?
yeah, in first grade, you don't start to care about clothes until about fourth, fifth grade.
Yeah. So as I got older, right? As I got older, my brother would take me shopping. He would come home from college, what have you, and take me to back to school shopping. He would take me to Gap. He would take me to like Old Navy and stuff like that. Would buy me some sneakers, right? Whatever from Foot Locker back in the day. Um, as I got a job, as I got older, right? Before I had a job, I had my parents like both because again, my parents are divorced. So the advantage of that, I get a pair of sneakers for my mom, a pair of sneakers for my dad.
So you got 2 pair of sneakers for the year.
So I was gonna get two regardless. I was gonna get two. This is great, right? Even for birthdays, like birthdays, all that stuff, like will come in handy, right? Oh, it's
Yeah,
me.
that's my nephew. Yeah, that's
It's
my
okay.
nephew.
It's okay. It's okay. So, I mean, I was cool with that, right? I was again, with my parents being divorced and all that stuff, and being able to get that right, get two kicks, what have you. But and then I got older. I got a job. Oh, buddy, me and Foot Locker, we're like this, man. We're
They're
like
best
this.
friends.
We're like
Yeah,
this.
that's how I am now with all these shoes stacked up over here.
It's like, yeah, they know me, right? But that's no here or there. Again, today you kids have it lucky. Yeah, the only thing though that I kind of feel bad for is that now, well, back in my day, and I hate that I'm sounding a little old. And I know, listen, we're about to get into the wrestling, all right? Everybody relax. Everybody calm it down, okay? Not saying that you're complaining, but I can only imagine the listener right now. Oh my God, this is a wrestling show. Come on, Steve. This is a wrestling show. What are you doing? Okay. Nobody cares. Okay. Just saying, Steve. So, what was I? So, back in my day, the report card would hand it to me. It was handed to me. All I would do is forge my signature and hand it over. That's it.
Cause you and your dad share the same name.
Yeah. I just put CG. Like, yeah, CG. There you go. There you go, bro. No, but this is like during like the middle school. Like then as I got into high school, they'll mail it to you. And I would beat my dad to the mailbox anyway.
It was never like that for me. Oh, excuse me. It was never like that for me. It was you gotta go. My dad had to get off of work early to hear the disappointment, and I get my ass kicked.
Nah, but the thing was, but today's kids, bro, homie, parents get it on an app. They get their
Really? They
kids
get the
report card on an app. Yeah,
on an app.
Everything digital now. No, not even that. They email it to them. Teachers now email the report cards to the parents now.
Wow.
So before you walk in the homeroom, your parents already know that you already failed geography. Your parents already know that you failed chemistry. And when you get home, bro, you're going to walk home from school, right? You're going to walk home from school. When you walk into that door, right? And you see your mom or your dad with the belt, with the flip flop, all you're going to say is,
that risky.
I had those
Wow,
too,
that's
couponer.
crazy.
I had those too back in the day. Parent teacher conferences. Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's when we got everything: progress reports, report cards, parents teacher conference. It's terrible. It was a nightmare for me every single time.
Yeah, it used to be crazy back in the day. But that's, again, I'm happy that the kids are going back to school in a couple of days. The kids are going back to school. Good to see the cross guards back again doing their job. Could be a lot of parents out there. The next couple of days who got to put their morning quickies on hold. just to get the kids ready for school.
Yeah.
It happens. It happens. But let me tell you what else happens, man. AEW pay-per-views. That happens too, man.
Yeah,
It happens,
AEW
yes.
pay-per-view.
They happen, man. Yeah. So last night, let's take it back a little bit. In case you've been living under a rock, this past Saturday before Collision, AEW broke the news that they terminated CM Punk. And in case you guys missed that, we did do a video on it here on the channel. We did do that. If you want to go give that a listen, whenever you get a chance to, it's in the archive of the channel. We also did a Payback review on the channel after Payback. Again, we were busy this weekend. We were busy, but that's no here or there. CM Punk got terminated. The big question was, how will Chicago react this weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they let Tony have it. I'm sure you all seen the videos. I'm sure you all seen the clip of Tony sitting down on the entrance area, addressing the fans, and people were booing him. There's a video that I saw, I don't know about you, Mike, where someone called Tony a pussy.
Yes, I seen that.
Can I even say that? Like, can I say that word on stream? Like,
Steve,
Yeah,
you can't. Steve, you can't see that, man. You can't say that, Steve. Okay, you can't say that.
just
I
saying.
think you can.
You'd be surprised, man. A lot of listen. Listen. This past weekend, Mike. There's been a lot of what's the word I'm looking for here? It's been a lot of revelations, if you will. A lot of revelations, man. A lot of revelations. Just when you know, right? So you're wondering, with all this to happen, right? How would Chicago react? How would Chicago, react to Tony Khan in this show, right? And if you were wondering, if you had the thought that, oh my God, he went all out, the crowd is going to rebel, the crowd is going to go off on AEW and Tony Khan, you're gonna hear all night CM Punk chants. Well, I hate to be the one to tell you, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. I don't know about you, Mike, but I've been seeing people online saying this has been the best AEW pay-per-view. Is that what people are saying right now, Mike, on social media? On social media? This has been the best AEW pay-per-view.
That's what
people are saying right now on social media.
That's what I see, and they go with the one with their leader, man.
I thought overall, like, listen, I'm gonna try to do something a little different today.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to be positive for once.
We're always positive.
No, see, there's been this misconception that when it comes to AEW, I'm too negative. So I'm gonna try to find the positive and everything, if I can. Romeo writes here, not even the best pay-per-view in the past 2 weeks. Even some of the CM Punk fans are done with this drama from Fan World, and I agree with that too. I think people at this point are just fed up with it at this point. Chief writes here, I think this is it for Punk. Don't think the Fed wants to deal with him after what happened in Brawl In. Yeah, right. Football season, Mike. I know you guys this Thursday are playing the Chiefs, right?
Let's go Lions! Let's go Lions!
What time did the game start?
Oh, I think it starts 8:00.
All right, so we'll make sure we'll be done with sad.
No, we can do it early sad. I'll be at home all day.
But okay, then we could probably get it early, get it out of the way, just so you can get ready for the big game.
Yeah, we can do like a 4:00 set. We can do
We
4:00 set.
we could do 4. We could do 4:00. We'll keep you posted, guy. We'll keep you posted. Listen, AEW went through a lot this past 2 days, right? Tony Khan, especially. His life was threatened at a wrestling show. He felt like, right? No one should feel this way. And despite all that, I thought AEW last night delivered a very good pay-per-view. Let's be honest. You look at that card, was it screaming like, oh my God, this is just, this is Coca-Cola or Pepsi, right? This is Coca-Cola or Pepsi, right? Nah, this is more like Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi pay-per-view card.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I thought overall the show was a good show. Let me repeat that again before people think, oh, Steve's too negative. I thought the show was good. I thought All Out was a good show. The wrestling was second to none. Good. What about you, Mike?
Oh yeah, man. I thought All Out exceeded my expectations, which were at no, I wouldn't say 0. My expectations out of 10 were at I want to say it was at a 6, and I enjoyed what I watched. I thoroughly enjoyed what I watched.
Exactly, and that's the thing about it. Like the wrestling was never in question. You knew
Right.
you knew you're walking into good wrestling, and you know what? Listen, I've also seen this whole thing online. Oh, this show is better than that show. What have you? I say this past weekend, it was a good weekend for wrestling.
Right.
WWE and AEW gave you good shows over the weekend.
Right.
And they both had cards that were very underwhelming to the eye. Very underwhelming. And they both delivered. They both fucking delivered. But for AEW, with all the drama that went down, with all the craziness, right? With CM Punk and Jungle Boy and Brawlin and who did what and Tony Khan's life being threatened, it feels like they are hitting, like I said, like the graphic says, like the graphic says, the moving forward process for AEW has started.
Pretty much.
But you know what, though, bro? I feel like I said this before. I feel like I said this during Full Gear of 2022 after Brawl Out. But that's no here or there. Let us know in the chat your thoughts on the show. What did you like? What did you not like? What was your favorite match on the show? All that stuff. Again, I thought the crowd was excited for the show. Again, everyone thought they were going to go in there and just boo the hell out of the show, and that didn't happen. Well, not necessarily. I mean, at some points they did. But nevertheless, this show, for me, was a thumbs up, man. Thumbs up. So let's get into this, shall we? Let's get into this. So I didn't get to watch this show live like everyone else. I was on my cousins. And then I was ready to leave, and a couple shots later, shit. I'm staying. So it was over. It was over. I caught the replay early this morning. And like I said, good show, man. Good show by these guys. I know there was a 0 hour. They had the over the budget battle royal, and I guess the the winner would get, I guess, $50,000. Was that it? 50,000.
Yeah, and they would donate it to the charity of their choosing.
I mean, I thought, again, you guys know me already, right? You guys already know. You already know, Mike. Everyone in the chat, you already know me. I'm a sucker for a good old battle royal. I can't help myself. I just can't help myself. I feel like I should one day just do a watch along of every single battle royal in the history of wrestling.
Yeah,
I should do that one day. Maybe surpass. I don't know. We'll see. 12 hours or so. Who knows? I thought the battle royal itself. Again, you figured guys that couldn't make the card were on the show. Jake Hager, the ROH 6-man tag team champions, Brian Cage, and the other two guys from the mogul. Or what are they again? What was the name again? The trios champion.
Khan is
No, just the trio. What's their trio's name again? Well,
Mogul Embassy. The embassy.
The embassy something, right? Yeah. But the trio, they have their own respective name, but that's no here or there. You had Dalton Castle on this mat. Yeah, Dalton Castle came out with the boys. You had Daniel Garcia, Matt Menard, Angelo Parker. You had basically a good, and of course you had the Hangman,
right?
Adam Page, which of course he ended up winning the battle royal.
Right.
Kind of coincidence, right? The last time there was like well, if you remember, right, at All Out, Double or Nothing 2019, right? He won the Casino Battle Royal. Here he is winning the Over the Budget Battle Royal, right? So, I mean, again, that was cool for what it was worth. Mike, your thoughts on the Battle Royal?
Battle Royal was there, it was okay. I can't believe I went and watched this in the beginning, but I did. I kind of figured it was going to be Hangman once I saw him in the match. I was like, "Oh, Hangman's winning this. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts with this."
Yeah.
And whoever I didn't think about this at the time, but just looking back on it, it's like whoever wherever city they're in, that's where he's donating to. So it was a no-brainer once you saw who was in it.
Also in this battle royal, you have the members of the Aussie Open, right? You had Mark Davis and Kyle Fletcher. You had was it? Who else you asked? You also had, believe it or not, Mike, you also had Scorpio Sky.
Yeah, I haven't seen Scorpio in a while.
It's crazy because he came back on Collision and he had like a freak accident or injury, something like that. And now he's back. I'm happy to see him back. You also had Sean Spears. Where the hell Sean Spears has been this whole time? Where the hell has he been? But nonetheless, it's great to see them. Great to see them, and even if it's in this capacity, Mike, come on, happy for those guys. In any capacity. And of course, like Romy said here in the chat, I guess you responded to Tia Couponer asked, wonder what the charity will get for $50,000, and Roman responded, they announced during the show Hangman donated to Chicago Education. Remember, he is a former teacher. That being Hangman Adam Page.
Right.
So that was cool. I mean, again, being that the Hangman himself was a former educator, considering that it's back to school season, back to school time in a couple of days. I mean, I know in some areas in the country, it's already been started. So, I mean, nonetheless, good on them for that. Again, guys, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up and share through social media. All right. Also, hit that bell notification while you're at it. It does help the channel. It also helps you to be notified when we go live almost every single day. Okay. After this, we got a trios. Well, was it a trios match? Yeah, it was a trios match. You had Athena, Mercedes Martinez, and Diamante versus Hikaru Shida, Willow Nightingale, and Sky Blue. Mike, what were your thoughts on this match, bro?
Was there. I mean, the only thing that really shocked me was, Billy Starks is heel.
Yeah, it's crazy because Tony did say that he wanted to do, he was planning on having it be Athena versus Billy Stark, but Billy Stark is currently dealing with an injury.
Oh.
I mean, nonetheless, I felt like the match itself, overall, again, it's a good way to showcase these women. A good way to showcase Athena, Mercedes Martinez, who, again, I don't watch Ring of Honor. You guys already know my stance. All right. More than anything, this was a very ROH based showcase of an event as well. Which again, it's cool to see. Showcase them, at United Center. That was great. But like you said, Mike, I agree. The match was, a very solid match that you probably could have seen on a Thursday and on the paywall. But at the end of it, Hikaru Shida, Willow Nightingale, and Sky Blue picked up the W. Also on the show, there was a Roosh vignette with Dralistico and Preston Vance. Roosh said that LFI was here to humiliate, that it was time to leave a mark in AEW, saying that they would now bring the violence. I mean, I hope they do something with these three guys. I feel like Roosh, we already know he can go. Dralistico, again, the solid worker, but Preston Vance, I feel like the other guy for the future that you want to, again, do something down the road. But I hope this works for them. I really, really do. After this, we got the trios tag team match, the trios tag team title match between Billy Gunn and the Acclaimed, who were accompanied by Dennis Rodman, and they went up against Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal, and Satsam Singh. Mike, what were your thoughts on this match? Your mic is muted, Mike.
My bad. I'm sorry. The match was the beginning of the match. I liked. Yeah. You can't even get the mic to work. I mean, play it. I don't care. Play it.
Oh,
I'll give you a couple of seconds to play it.
You can't even get the mic to work. I mean, come on. What else?
There you go. Okay. I haven't seen the clip in a while. It takes me to bring it back out. But I like the beginning of the match. They're in Chicago, United Center. Who's synonymous with the United Center?
Michael Jordan.
And who did he play for?
The Chicago Bulls.
Who were one of their biggest rivals?
Well, history serves me correct. In the late 90s, it was the Utah Jazz in the finals, right? But in the early days, when they were on the come up, right?
Okay, yeah.
It was per them the bad boys of basketball, the Detroit Pistons. I believe
Pistons.
It was the late 80s into the early 90s, right? Two-time NBA champions. Okay.
Yeah, two-time NBA champions. Wow, Detroit
Steve?
Pistons, bad boys.
Wow, Steve.
Impressive, Steve. I tip my invisible cap to you.
Well, I was watching the Last Dance series for a shitload of time, so you kind of know this already. Okay.
Yeah, you shouldn't have told your secrets, but nonetheless, Sanjay Dutt came out there, kind of like announcing the team in basketball lineup form, but he comes out with a Bad Boys Pistons jersey, which was Isaiah Thomas. Yeah, he came out with a Zeke jersey, the old number 11.
Mitchell and Ness, or was it like?
Yeah, it was Mitchell and Ness. It was the away jersey. But I thought it combated that because he had on some Jordan 1s. He had on the Lost and Founds with the Zeke jersey. So it was like half.
Okay.
But nonetheless, it was a good, to get some heel heat. But I doubt the Chicago crowd really didn't care. It's whatever.
Oh,
And also, yeah, Isaiah Thomas is from Chicago. He's from the west side of Chicago. But he's not a traitor. He's not a traitor. He was actually loved before Michael Jordan. He was drafted before Michael Jordan.
No.
He was drafted in 81.
Some would say he was smart.
But and I agree with Excalibur. Excalibur was like, I don't know if he's trying to get heat, but he's not getting heat with me. And he said, I love that jersey. I was like, this is where we agree. I love the jersey too because we're both from Detroit. But nonetheless, the match itself, it was there. It was just a match to get Rodman over. And it worked. And I thought it was kind of hokey a little bit because, Rodman kind of stalled. This isn't the 90s anymore where you got to play up the crowd that much to get a good reaction. He was kind of stuck in WCW mode.
Well, he thought he was still 90s Rodman. He thought, man, people know me already. People are going to just come run to me, and not the case at all, bro. Those days are over with. I mean, again, correct me if I'm wrong on this. I heard that this was the first time Rodman stepped foot at United Center after all these years. Is there any truth to that, or
no?
He's been there before. Prior,
I think he's been there a couple of times before then. I don't think.
Okay.
No, I don't think that's true.
Chicago Bulls are also rival to the New York Knicks. I believe that was in the mid-90s, huh?
That was in the mid-90s, but their ultimate rival will forever be the Detroit Pistons because that's who made Michael Jordan who he was.
Made him a man.
You can thank us for the monster we built to beat you. Sorry.
Okay. But like you said, Mike, and I have to agree with you as well, this was a very good way to showcase Dennis Rodman. Kind of fitting, right? The Acclaim and the way, I love those belts, bro. I know I love those belts. They have
I like them. It's creative. I thought it was just going to be a little niche pink belt, but the scissor strap makes it unique. I kind of like that.
It does, bro. It fucking does. But again, I thought overall a good way to showcase Dennis Rodman. And of course, the Acclaim got to win. Come on, think about this, right? The Acclaim just debuted those new set of trios titles. You think they're gonna actually lose? Not even a week into, like, come on, yo, what are we doing? TNA Couponer NBA was a tougher league back then. Indeed, it was. I'm assuming again, but that's no here or there. So from there, Mike, we get into the main show, and the commentary was Excalibur, Nigel McGuinness, and Kevin Kelly, and they welcomed the audience to the main broadcast before transitioning to the opening match, which was the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship match between Better Than You Baby of Adam Cole and, of course, the AEW World Champion MJF. And they went up against the Dark Order of John Silver and Alex Reynolds. Now, you guys might have remembered on Rampage, right? The Dark Order won the over-the-top rope battle royal to become the number one contenders, earning them a shot at last night for the tag team titles.
Is the hashtag AEW Rampage after it? Like, no one's watching that, dude. Yeah. Stop.
And I know, again, for me, I thought this was the best way to start the show. Right. I love that whole thing, that whole angle where MJF is hurt and they had to literally take him out into the back by medical staff, and Adam Cole's working by himself. It gave you this hope, that not hoping that you want to see it, but it gave you that thought that, oh my God, the Dark Order could quite possibly walk out the new Ring of Honor tag team, the new tag team champions. And again, because I don't really watch that much Ring of Honor, like I just mentioned earlier in the stream here,
Right.
The Dark Order are showcased now more on Ring of Honor. So I can understand why you would give them the tag team title match. I get it. I thought, again, even they looked good here. They did.
Yeah, it was a decent match, man. Obviously, having better than you, baby, the hottest thing on AEW television. You got the kangaroo kick. You're waiting for the double clothesline.
Which
It's
they
a big
did.
spectacle. Which they did. They did both.
They did
And
both,
ultimately, the end of the match with a little nugget of callback that we got as well.
A little callback, absolutely. A little callback. But nonetheless, yes, MJF and Adam Cole are still the Ring of Honor tag team champions.
Right.
They're still going strong. I'll be honest too, though. I was also expecting Roddy and the Kingdom to come out and cause something here, and that didn't happen either.
Mm-hmm.
But where do they go from here? I don't know, man. But I'm enjoying this.
I'm enjoying it too. It's one of the better things on AEW television.
We said this on last week's show. Oh my god, we were recapping All In. This is their Bloodline storyline.
Pretty much, yeah. Their mini version.
This is like when I mean with that is the Bloodline story is the best story right now in WWE. Some would say even in pro wrestling.
I think it's pro wrestling, but
I know, but
my opinion doesn't matter to most.
I know. Some would say that, right? However, the better than you, baby, the brochacho, whatever you want to call them, is the best story right now in AEW outside of the CM Punk and Tony Khan thing, but that's no here or there.
All right.
I know people were. I think it was you said this, but I look forward to seeing Roddy win the tournament.
I didn't say it. I think Chase said it.
I think it was Chase.
It was either Chase or Romeo when he was on our predictions.
Yeah, I think
it had to be one of those two, but I did agree. I said I'd rather see that than Eddie because we joke about the Eddie stuff, but
no, Eddie's happening. Just the Ring of Honor world title, the Ring of Honor. That's what's happening.
And I don't mind if he wins that. He can win that. He can win that all he wants.
I don't mind that either. I don't mind it at all.
Yeah.
So again, I felt like a good way to start the show, get the crowd going. I also loved the T-shirt that both MJF and Adam Cole were wearing. An homage to the Chicago Bull, the 23.
Yeah,
very well done.
It's okay, T-shirt. It's okay.
Come on, will you stop?
Right.
I mean, well, if they went to Detroit, if they were Little Caesars and they were Detroit inspired, better than you, baby, it'd be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, just my luck. By the time they even make it back to Detroit, they'll be broken up. So it doesn't matter. I don't care.
The Dark Order has been really good on Ring of Honor. That's awesome. So from there, Mike, we go to, again, the match is over with, right? Again, MJF is still selling his injury, right? So they're leaving, and what do you know? Samoa Joe makes his way out to the ring, right? Samoa Joe, who's about to defend the Ring of Honor Television Championship against Shane Taylor. Now, as Samoa Joe is making his way to the ring, MJF and Adam Cole are leaving. But they cross paths. And what does Samoa Joe do? Shoves MJF.
He shoves MJF. First, it looks like he's not even gonna make contact with the guy.
Shoves him.
He just shoves him.
And now you got to remember, many, many years ago, in NXT, when Samoa Joe was the Ring of Honor, my bad. Well, Samoa Joe was the NXT champion. MJF was just an enhancement person, right?
Right.
So they had him dressed up as security to escort Samoa Joe, and the same thing happened. Samoa Joe shoved them.
Yep.
So it's deja vu all over again. nonetheless, MJF this time wasn't having it. Makes his way back to the ring to attack Samoa Joe. Security show up, try to break this up.
Yeah.
Now, I thought it was, again, I thought it was interesting. I thought it was. At the same time, it makes you think, does Samoa Joe enter this tournament? Like T and Coupon are asking right now. Do you think so?
For sure. Yeah, he will probably be a candidate. He'll probably be a candidate for the tournament. I feel like it's going to be majority. I think it's going to be half MJF hatefuls and other half just trying to get opportunity.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
But I know MJF put on Twitter, he's not that kid from Brooklyn anymore. He's not fucking around. Which is interesting. But we'll see where all this eventually ends up. Did you see what MJ? Did you see Joe put MJF in a headlock? Did he?
Yeah. He put MJF ran back to the ring.
I know.
You know, he fought, and before the security got to him and to separate him, he put him in a standing guillotine.
Oh, these fuckers, yo. These guys. You know what they did, right?
What?
They took a subliminal hit at CM Punk. And
Oh, they did?
Think about it. Think about this, right? Keep this in mind. Yes, there's history between MJF and Samoa Joe from many years ago, right? But MJF gets angry over a shove and he makes his way back to the ring and attacks someone that he's not in a program with, and Samoa Joe. And it's Samoa Joe, like Frank says here, put him in a headlock.
That might be a reach.
I don't know, man.
That might be a reach.
I'm not saying, but hey, it's possible. And again, MJF is the world champion, right? Who got upset over something so little, but yet the other guy who is the quote unquote real world champion, right?
Yeah.
But that's no here or there. Samoa Joe versus Shane Taylor for the TV title. I thought overall, again, the crowd going into this are probably wondering, why this match is even a thing. Why are they doing this on the show? What the hell is going on here? To my understanding, Shane Taylor won a tournament to get this opportunity. I felt like the match didn't need to go as long. Was I'm not saying it was like a short match either, but I feel like it was given the appropriate time. You gave Shane Taylor some good offense.
All right.
But you knew going in, Samoa Joe gonna lock in that coquina clutch, and it was done. It was over. No one's getting out of that.
Right.
And
I got one question for you, Steve.
Should what?
Where was the meet forever chance for this match?
I don't know, brother. I don't know.
This was one of them.
Should have been.
This was a big meaty men slapping meat forever, stroke the meat, slap the meat type of meat match.
Bruh.
Pause, bro. Pause. Come on, Mike. Come on, man. What are we doing? Man?
That risky.
Yeah, like you said, though. But your thoughts on the match, Mike? Your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, this is a hoss fight, man. This was, hard hitting from the beginning. Not the most experienced with watching Shane Taylor matches, but the couple that I've seen, I could tell that he was really good in his younger days, and when he was in his prime.
It is okay.
What?
No.
Am I misspeaking?
No.
Am I not being positive enough to Shane Taylor?
Oh yeah, absolutely, Mike. You're very positive today, Mike. Very positive, Mike. Very positive today.
Okay.
Probably the most positive we've been this whole time doing Around the Point Network. This is probably the most positive we've ever been, Mike.
Yeah, but it was a decent match, man. Really, really good, really decent match. You know, I really didn't care about the match, but it was good to watch.
Absolutely, yes. It was good to watch. I don't mind. Do I really want to see them run it back? I'm good.
Yeah, I'm straight on that.
But I do. But here's the thing, though. I get Shane Taylor's only for Ring of Honor. But can we get this guy on a Wednesday night show? Can we get this guy on a Saturday night show?
Right.
Can we get him on Collision? Just saying.
Yeah. I like to see Shane Taylor on Collision.
Of course.
Saturday.
Being that there's gonna be a lot of openings now on the Saturday show.
A lot of openings and a lot of money.
Yes. Adam Copeland's stock just went up to the roof, bro.
Yeah.
Mercedes Moné's stock just went through the roof.
Most definitely.
As well. From there, we go on to the TNT Championship match. Yeah, to the TNT Championship match. You had Luchasaurus defending the title against Darby Allin. For this point of the show, Jim Ross joined the commentary team.
Old JR.
Yes, good old JR, old slobber knocker. There you go. That's another reason to see. I like to see Keith Lee and Shane Taylor get together as a team again. Because they were a tag team many, many years ago. So with this match, you guys remember Darby Allin did say that, the title lost its value.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that he said on the road to All Out. Was it on the road to? It was like on the road to an episode of Dynamite where they're hyping up the match. I think it was where he said, "Oh, the title lost its value." Back when he held it, Cody held it, Brody held it, it meant something.
Yeah.
And I'll be real with you, man. I have been enjoying Christian Cage's work in AEW. Like, if you're to ask me, like, what's the number? Like, number one is better than you, Bay.
Mm-hmm.
And then number two is Christian Cage.
Yeah. Christian's been on another level with his heel work.
He's always had it. He's always had it, man.
Oh, yeah.
Even if he's like the self-proclaimed TNT champion, right? I love how he's just holding that title as if he's defending it, but it's actually Luchasaurus. I thought the match, for what it was a very good match. Good back and forth. You guys know when it's a Darby Allin match, Darby Allin is just going to get his ass kicked.
Yeah.
And he's going to make you feel that pain. Pause.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
He's going to make you feel it.
Pause.
Resume.
Yes, resume now. Resume. Whoa, pause. Whoa. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought there was a possibility that Nick Wayne, considering what happened, was it the day before on Collision? Not sure. Or the Dynamite, one or the other.
I only watched Collision just to see what the aftermath was going to be.
So there was like a segment where, again, Darby spoke to Nick Wayne and then he explained why he forgave, AR Fox.
Yeah.
But you could tell that Nick Wayne kind of wasn't happy with it. He accepted.
Oh, you thought he was going to turn heel.
I thought that was going to be a possibility, and it didn't. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
I think that's too early in the young boy's career.
Yeah, you never know, man. It's AEW, that is, right? Come on, man. But again, it was just crazy, bro. But it was all said that Luchasaurus did retain the title. He did retain. And after the match, Christian Cage tried to attack Allin with the chair. because again, he was trying to attack him, right? And then the entire roster made a save for Darby Allin. Basically, everyone that was in that battle royal early in the night on the buy-in made their way here for the show, for to save Christian Cage, pretty much. But Mike, your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, I thought the match here was decent. I'm happy that they didn't flop the title back to Darby. You know, let this title breathe with somebody for more than 2 weeks. Just don't flip flop the TNT title no more. Get some credibility towards it. If it's heel credibility or babyface credibility, just give it some credit, some dang credibility, man. And that's what they did here. Luchasaurus put on a decent match. Darby got the life beaten out of him, like most of the time he does. And yeah.
Romeo writes here, I hate this Darby Wayne Fox crap with a passion. I only like when Swerve is on. Everyone else looks like a doofus.
Oh, that's not too positive of you, Romeo.
That's not too positive, Romeo. Not too positive, man. I'm kidding. But after this, though, we got, oh man, the big boys went to play, man. The big guys went at it, man. Miro versus Powerhouse Hobbs, bro. I don't know what made the crowd just take over. But I'm happy they did, bro. I'm happy they did.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, this match at first had like a slow pace.
Yeah.
And it went long. I'm like, okay, this match could end by any minute now. This match can end, right? But I'm happy, like, yo, they kept going because they went to that different gear, bro. And then factor in, the crowd just took over, bro. The crowd just hijacked. They started chanting meat. Big meaty men slapping meat. I think it was Excalibur who said it on commentary.
Excalibur said the Big E famous quote: "Big meaty men slapping meat."
Slapping meat. Meat forever. We slap that meat. Meat.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I like that part of the match.
If they only knew that Miro and Powerhouse Hub after that split a chicken breast.
Yeah.
Or a piece of tilapia.
And I also agree with the recent comment as well.
Give me a second here. Take over.
Okay. So, let's go to the comments. Meat chant during the Hobbs Miro match was funny. I really enjoyed that. Miro versus Hobbs was the best. I'm pulling the Steve right now. Miro Hobbs was the best, and it was good to see CJ Perry. Yeah, we're going to get to that in a few seconds. I agree with this as well. The match overrated AF, but the crowd made it fun. I do agree with this because I felt like this match was a little bit too long. Actually, I want to look at the times for this match because I feel like a lot of matches on All Out got some well-deserved time, but I think a lot of them got too much time. Let's see here. Yeah, Miro. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, long day at work. Got that time and a half. But Miro and Hobbs got 15 minutes. Did we really need 15 minutes of Miro and Hobbs? I felt like if they could have shortened this down 5 minutes, maybe even 3 minutes, maybe even 4 minutes, make it 11 minutes, it would have hit it right on the spot, even though they hit that small little, that beginning of the match was very slow. So maybe it needed the 15 minutes because as time went on, the match kind of got good along with the crowd as well, made it a little bit fun. But yeah, I'm not calling this a really good match. It was a decent match. And the ending of the match as well. We had the hot and flexible one, CJ Perry, aka Lana,
Oh man,
FKA Lana, made her AEW debut. And Steve, cue up the Roman. The Roman really wasn't, he wasn't.
oh I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I'm not feeling it.
yeah. Miro wasn't feeling it. He wasn't feeling it because you know why? The last thing they were doing on WWE television, he was getting cucked by Bobby Lashley. So seeing her after all of those, after all of that time, brought back bad memories.
And Miro basically saying,
Yeah, I'm serious. I'm not going to sit back and take this fucking shit.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm going to be unpositive. I'm going to be a little negative.
nah, Mike, you gotta be positive. Mike,
No.
Mike, listen,
I'm gonna give
we gotta be positive, man. We gotta be positive, man. People say we're too negative, man. People say we're too negative. We gotta be positive, Mike.
No, I'm gonna give this some constructive criticism,
no,
aka
Mike,
some
Mike,
negativity.
Mike. Whenever we try to get, they think we're too negative, Mike. You gotta be careful, man. The lollipop guild think we're too negative sometimes, man.
I'm gonna give it some constructive criticism.
Okay.
I feel like piggybacking off of a WWE story is so lazy. It's so lazy because one can forget that was the last thing that you saw of them on WWE television because it's been so long. How long ago was that? It's almost 2 years ago, right?
3 years ago, actually.
Almost 3 years ago. So you're taking a 3-year hiatus off of a story that we saw in the Fed and pretty much getting ready to do it in AEW or have him feel the same feelings towards this woman in AEW. I think that's lazy. In my opinion.
I guess so, Mike. I guess so. Mike. If you putting it that way, Mike, I suppose, but still, nevertheless, Mike. The thing is, though, with the kids, you know what the kids say nowadays, right? They say no. That's long-term booking.
You didn't book it.
Long-term booking.
You didn't book it.
It don't matter, Mike. Mike, it doesn't matter, Mike. It's long-term booking, Mike. Long-term booking, Mike. Long-term booking, Mike. If you will. And after all, everyone knows, you got to remember, Miro's upset, and I don't blame him. After all, CJ was the original member of the Hurt Business,
Funny. Here's the thing about that. They're not making that a storyline. Now, if they come on TV.
Well, Mike,
if they come on TV and say, hey, when I knew you, you were a security guard, then I'll be like, okay, that's stupid.
Take over again, Mike.
Okay. If they come on TV and say, hey, if Samoa Joe is like, the last time I saw you, you were nothing, you were a security guard, then yeah, that's stupid. But I like the small callback because you didn't really see it coming. But with the Lana and Rusev stuff, or Miro and CJ Perry stuff, that's lazy because that's not a storyline that you put out there. It's a difference. If I'm wording this right, it's different. Says Miro has denounced being with his wife until he wins gold. I don't think it has anything to do with the WWE storyline. That's just people joking about it. But then why? But then why have that reaction to her? Like he had a reaction of disgust towards her, and it made it awkward. People were excited to see her. People been wanting her in AEW for so long, and then now she gets into AEW, and then he has this disgust, like, oh, it's you.
Or maybe, just maybe, I'm gonna try to pick my words correctly here because I know what I might say in this day and age, doesn't slide. I understand. Maybe Miro just wanted her to stay home. Could that be as well, Mike?
Well, that's very misogynistic.
Well, I guess I'll try to pick my words. Again, maybe maybe he wanted his hot wife to live like a queen. Not need to again. I could be wrong here. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna read some comments here. I'm not sure if you did or not, but I'll read them anyway here. Miro has
I already read
his
that.
wife until he wins gold. I don't think it has anything to do with the WWE storyline. That just people joking about it. WWE Rusev and Lana divorced December 2019. We don't know why. Let's wait and see before we draw that conclusion. I mean, makes a valid. Palu makes a valid point, Big Mike. I think we all need to wait and see what they do, man. Because temptation is there. I mean, look at her. It's hard to say no.
Yeah, I mean,
That risky.
I mean, I could say no. I mean, I don't have no remorse telling a woman no. I don't care how hot you are. Yeah, I could say no. I'm hard-headed that way, so it is what it is.
Well, Big Mike, if you're hard-headed like that,
well, then I am too.
Respectfully,
True
but
that.
not today though. But not today though. Again, we got to be positive, God. We got to be positive, man.
You're right. I thought the segment was great.
That was a great segment.
Four
Great
and a
segment,
quarter.
man.
4.25 star,
man. 5 star, man. Dave Meltzer gave it a 6-star. Man, it was a great segment, yo. Screw what everyone else is saying. This was amazing, man. This was fucking epic. The cinema, as the kids say. So and again, you talk about all that stuff, so let's move on. We go to the TBS Championship match. We had Chris Statlander versus Ruby Soho. I ain't gonna lie to you. Going into this match, a part of me thought, ¿Qué pasó?
Nothing. Keep going.
I know what happened. What's so funny?
No. Keep talking.
I know, Mike. What's so funny?
It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with anything. Just keep going.
Okay.
I just started laughing. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right then, I guess. Anywho, okay. All right, guys. No more form. Oh, okay. Let's keep it together, guys. Let's get it together. We gotta be positive, man. Come on, Mike. You gotta be positive, Mike. Come on, man. We gotta be positive. Not gonna lie, going into this match, I thought Ruby Soho, considering that, hey, like I said on the prediction, she did not win in the Owen Hart. She did not win a Grand Slam 2 years ago to beat Britt Baker, right? She didn't win against Jade Cargill. When it comes to title matches and finals and all that stuff, she's been taking L's.
Right.
You know? And I feel like being that Saraya for now is holding on to that women's world title, you would want to, I don't know, boost up the Outcast by giving Ruby Soho the TBS title. Because I felt like personally, Chris Statlander, again, she's beautiful. She's good in the ring, whatever you want. But some would say, Mike, that she's like this forgotten champion.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since Jade Cargill, had to take a vacation. What says you?
Yeah.
Mike?
I mean, I guess it was me being negative. Me saying that, Chris Statlander winning this title was gonna, bring the title down drastically take the title down. But hey, who's to say? Who's to say back then? But it looks like that I'm sort of right. But I don't like really pointing out my rights. I like pointing out my wrongs more than my rights. But hey, it looks like I'm sort of right when it comes to this Chris Statlander TBS title thing. But yeah, you would think, they would put some steam behind Outcast. But the Outcast looks like they're on the back burner or getting ready to depart from each other, or it looks like they're going to be a duo more than a trio. So as we saw in the match with Toni Storm kind of showing the distraction to Ruby Soho for her to lose the match. And so I think the Outcasts are imploding.
Yes. Which, of course, what we saw, we did see, like you just mentioned, it's a murderous match. Toni Storm looked very beautiful, by the way. Hiding under the ring in terrible work conditions. Well, come on, how you gonna have a gal like her? Come on, y'all. Come, but nevertheless, she comes out. She snatches the spray paint. What are you doing, Mike? What is that, Mike?
Oh, it's a Pepsi.
I thought you're gonna, I thought you're gonna do. I thought you're gonna pull your best Kenny Omega impression there for a second. You know what I mean?
Oh no, that doesn't taste like poison to me or lighter fluid. Tastes really good. Yeah, that tastes pretty good to me. I don't know what he had. Maybe somebody pissed in his, but mine tastes perfectly fine.
Yes. Now that wouldn't happen had he drank the Inca Cola. Just want to point that out.
Yeah, that wouldn't happen if you drunk a Faygo.
Maybe, but that's no.
Oh, I forgot to let you guys drink Faygo while y'all were here. You just don't know, man. Faygo is probably better than most of the major pops out there. So it is what it is. Faygo.
What? The what?
Faygo.
I know the brand, but soda?
Pop.
Soda.
Pop.
Gaseosa.
Pop.
Well, anywho, she comes out, takes the spray paint from Ruby Soho, and that causes Chris Statlander to, I guess, hit the Saturday.
Do we really have to break this? Do we really have to break this down?
Well, I'm not breaking that. I just hit this. What happened? She hit the Saturday Night Fever for the pinfall for the win. That's all.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I thought you were breaking this down. My bad. I'm sorry.
I mean, listen. There's other people who do that. That's not really what I do here. That's not what we do. We don't break down match by match and give you guys, what happened in the 30th, in the 10th minute of the match. That's not what we do. But I gotta give them something at least. Come on now, Mike. Gotta be positive, Mike. Gotta be positive, man. Gotta be positive. So yeah, man. Ruby Soho, as we would say here, is in the mud.
Yeah. Ruby Soho's in the mud. Can't really get nothing, man. I don't know what I don't know what they can do.
But
you
know
gave
what?
Saraya the women's championship. Why couldn't you give Ruby Soho the
But you know what, Mike? It's okay, Mike. It's okay, Mike. You know why it's okay? Because she has to trust the process, Mike. She got to trust the process.
She's been trusting the process for 8 years.
Don't worry, man. Her
Is she
time
the
will
Philadelphia 76ers?
come. Well, no, but I do feel Tony Khan knows what's right, and I trust it. And I trust in his booking. I trust in his philosophy, man. Gotta be positive,
Okay.
Mike.
Okay. Whatever you say,
Eh,
Steve.
That's on Tony Khan, though, not Chris for not booking the TBS title right.
Well, no shit.
Well, I agree, Palu, but you know what? Though it's okay though. That's on Tony Khan, but you know what? He does things for a reason. You know, it's okay. He's been he's been going through a lot, so he hasn't been able to focus on the TBS title, which is okay though. It happens. It happens. From there, Mike, we go on to Bloodbath, Part 1. Between Bryan Danielson and Ricky Starks in a strap match.
Yeah.
Originally, Ricky Stark wanted to challenge Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And Ricky Steamboat's like, oh, you want to face the Dragon? Okay. It won't be me, though. It'll be the American Dragon.
Yeah.
I did love the video promo that Bryan did before the show.
Yeah.
Referencing the last time he was in a strap match. We all know it's Bray Wyatt, Rumble 2020, right? I love the reference to Ricky Steamboat and early in his career. But more importantly, Mike, I love the fact that Bryan Danielson once again walked out to Final Countdown.
Hey, man, some money freed up. He was like, hey.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
There's some money freed up. He got on the phone immediately, like, hey, man, I got three to 7 mil to play with. How much is Final Countdown for $1? I mean, for a night? For a night? How
50,
much is it?
$100 grand.
Like $100,000? Like, okay, I got that. And how about, hey, can I buy it in advance? Can I give you $500,000 for at least 4 pay-per-views?
Sure, Tony. But yeah, I mean, nonetheless, that was great. Just the visual. And again, Bryan said this in the media scrum. This was his first time in the United Center. The first time he ever stepped foot in the United Center. So to hear that song in that
between
building,
2 companies?
Yeah. Remember, WWE never go to the United Center. They go to the Allstate Arena when they go to Chicago. I'm sorry, Rosemont. Wow. You would think the Fed would go to the bigger building, right? You would think, hey, they would go to the bigger building.
I guess so, huh? Yeah. Wow, that's nuts to really think that. Yeah, he's never been in the United Center.
Nope, never have. And you hear that song again. I thought this match, bro, was just brutal, bro. These two guys bled. They beat the holy hell out of each other. The whipping of the strap, dude, felt like gunshots, bro.
Yeah.
What would you rather have, bro? Would you rather get whipped like that by Bryan or get chopped in the chest by Gunther, yo?
Chopped in the chest by Gunther.
Yeah, Gunther chopped me in the chest, bro. It's okay.
Because there's a chance that he might miss. Bryan ain't missing.
He ain't missing nothing. Ricky got involved too on the outside in some capacity. Bro, this was just fucking insane, dude. One thing about Bryan, and I said this a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Bryan has this amazing talent to elevate anybody to his level. Now, I'm not saying that Ricky Starks, I'm not trying to come off and say that, oh my God, Ricky's below him or anything like that. We know how good Ricky is.
Yeah.
But for one night, Ricky and Bryan, same level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bryan brought the best out of Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks went to a different level, to a different place last night.
Ricky almost has it by himself. He almost has it. You know?
Yeah.
He's 90% almost put it together.
Yes.
Now, if he can do this on a nightly basis or can give you something memorable nightly, then that's when he will 100% have it. And
Yes.
Bryan brought it to him, which made them on an even playing field.
I did realize that too, yeah. They only went there once, SummerSlam 94 at the United Center. That's the only time they ever went there. Like you said though, man, Ricky by himself, he almost has it. But with Bryan and given the right push, he'll have it. And at the end of the match, bro, Bryan chokes him with the strap.
Mm-hmm.
And Ricky doesn't tap out, he just passes out.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, yes, he doesn't make him look weak. He didn't tap out, he passed out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think though this will continue. I think this was just a one-off. But for Tony Khan, let's just keep it a buck right now. It was good to have Bryan back.
Yeah.
Because everyone was expecting Bryan to be gone for even a little longer because again, the injury he sustained against Okada at Forbidden Door. You know, it came at a right time. His return couldn't have come at a better time, bro.
Yeah.
With all the stuff that went down.
Kind of glad he's back.
You too. And you know what? If you want to replace someone to be the guy at Collision, let it be Bryan, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Let Bryan be the guy at Collision. Let Bryan be the man in Collision, bro, on Saturdays. Mike, your thoughts on the match and all that stuff?
Match was great. Match was brutal. Blood. Hard hitting. Freaking brutal to watch. Loved every second of it.
Me too. And let's see where they go from here, man. Let's see where they go. From there, like we said earlier, you know, Hangman won the Battle Royal. Nigel McGuinness was on ringside where he revealed that Hangman, Adam Page, would donate the $50K donation from the Over the Budget Battle Royal to the Chicago Public Education Fund.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good to know. From there, we go to the tag team match of Eddie Kingston and Katsuyori Shibata versus the Blackpool Combat Club of Claudio and Wheeler Yuta.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Eddie coming out, paying homage to Terry Funk was amazing.
Yeah. Same shirt color, same font. It was beautiful. Yeah. Where do you go get a shirt like that made?
Let me see.
Because that has to be a special font. Like, not everybody has that.
Custom t-shirt specialfont.com. I don't know.
I thought it was a good callback too.
It was not, dude. It was, dude, 100%. A good callback. 100%. And considering that they both hate each other, made so much sense, dude. Made so much fucking sense. I mean, listen, this match overall, dude. Again, you wondering to yourself why this match even on the show? What are we doing here? Like, why? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't. It's good back and forth. Good solid match, right?
This was the I wouldn't say the beginning. I think a couple matches earlier had finishes like this where it just abruptly ended it, but this was like the start of a string of, you know, abrupt, underwhelming finishes to matches.
Yeah.
It's like before you know it, like 1, 2, 3. Oh,
yes,
Claudio and Wheeler Yuta won. It's like, wow, they won like that.
And top it all off, bro. Claudio pinned Eddie Kingston.
Right.
So what I like about this, though, is that now you're gonna get even more pissed off Eddie Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
If you thought Eddie Kingston was mad, wait till you see him on Wednesday nights. Or hell, even if you watch the paywall show on Thursdays,
Right.
it's gonna be even worse, bro.
Right.
And again, this is gonna build up to in a couple of days, at Arthur Ashe.
Right.
Gonna build up to that. Gonna build up. So, and it's gonna build up and pay off once Eddie has his moment.
Right.
So, Mike, your thoughts on the match overall?
The match was fine. I mean, it was there. Really didn't have any investment in it. I'm just ready for Eddie and Claudio just to go at it. Maybe it's going to be a final battle later this year. But yeah, I'm just so ready for them just to go at it. Let's get it over with.
Oh, you too, huh? You too?
Yeah.
I mean, I would as well, Mike. I would as well. I will say this too. Again, you could do series of matches, bro. You could do series of matches. You could have, again, Arthur Ashe, right? Part 2. And the third match, you could run it back at a final battle. That's how I would do it, to be honest with you. But that's no here or there. After this, we got Konosuke Takeshita versus Kenny Omega. I thought this was a very good match. As you expect from both guys, they went at it back and forth. Yes, there's clips going around where you see Konosuke dropping Kenny on his head.
Yeah.
I mean, again, they're used to that style, so it happens, right? That it is what it is. What can you do? Kenny Omega, man, just like an ATP gaming, man, he in the mud, yo. He is in the mud. He can't catch a break, yo.
I think he's going to eventually beat him, but, it was kind of shocking just to not see him win. Man, they're really not letting him beat him right now.
considering that Konosuke.
Excuse me.
Whoa, Mike, don't burp on
Excuse
your
me.
dog. Come on, I'm sorry.
He
buddy.
don't care. Look at him. He don't care.
Buddy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Considering that all in, Konosuke Takeshita pinned Kenny Omega. In case you guys forgot about that. You would have thought, okay, Kenny's going to get his win back, and, it is what it is. That didn't happen here. That did not happen. That totally did not happen. Takeshita dropped his knee pad and hit a Kamagoe on Omega for the pinfall win.
Yeah.
Right? So, I'm happy, though, in a way. Because you're protecting your future.
Right.
Konosuke Takeshita, if pushed the right way, is going to be a big-time player for AEW.
Yeah.
And getting the win, again, being that him and Kenny already worked before in the past, I'm sure him and Kenny worked before in the past. So there's that trust there. There's that trust. There's that that bond, right? So it was fine. Mike, your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, I thought the match was good. Takeshita, yeah, he has to, cool down on them Germans and them flips and stuff so he can protect the guy's head. But other than that, kind of shocking to see him win the match. I mean, yeah, you're protecting your future. Also, this was this was one of those another abrupt finishes where it was like, holy shit. It was like he won. Like, oh my God. Like it wasn't underwhelming. It was just like, whoa, that was it. Wow. Type of finishes. That's 2 in a row for AEW that night.
Yeah. But nonetheless, Konosuke wins and Kenny Omega just can't get a win. What the hell? From there, we go on to the Young Bucks and FTR against Bullet Club Gold.
Mhm.
Could they coexist? I love how the Young Bucks went out there wearing their Brawl Out attire.
Yeah, how mature.
I thought the match overall, I mean, it was okay. I'm not again, nothing to go crazy about here. All right, again, it was FTR, and the Bucks double teaming, or a combination of each member from the teams doing the double team move, whether it'll be the big rig, right? The pile driver, the super kicks. I'll say this: FTR, Dax Harwood looked cringe as fuck doing a super kick. Respectfully, of course. Again, gotta be positive. I'm sorry. But was all said and done, bro, like I think what shocked everyone here, considering that at a collision, Jay White beat Dax Harwood. He beat him. And here he is getting another win. And this whole thing where it's like, why didn't Matt Jackson why didn't he break the fall? I guess he didn't make it in time.
Yeah, that's what Nick said. Yeah, Nick Jackson on the outside, He was like, "Man, I didn't make it there fast time. Sorry." Like he said it in a dickish way, but
yeah,
that's basically he faulted himself. Well,
but with that win, Bullet Club Gold looks like they're about to get another title shot, man.
Yeah, honestly, I wish
they did more with Jay White.
That, and also I wish
it was the gun, not FT, not Bullet Club goal of Jay White and Juice Robinson.
Yeah, because I don't want them losing, because they're gonna lose. And it'd be shocking if they win, but I don't want them. I don't want them to lose.
I don't want them to lose either.
Now, because it seems like now they're starting to get the ball rolling. I feel like with a loss, it's gonna slow down their momentum. It's not gonna derail, but it's just gonna slow it down, and it's not gonna. And them trying to build back up momentum so they can get back to where they are now, because I feel like they're getting that ball rolling to where, okay, I kind of care about Bullet Club Gold. I'm not calling them Bullet Club Mold. You've done something that I thought I would never do, is kind of like the guns, kind of accept the guns. You're doing that.
Oh yeah, of course, absolutely. I'm not denying. I'm not lying. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. I'm not.
Yeah.
But again, Mike, I think Tony has a plan, and we gotta trust the plan, man. We gotta trust the process, man. I'm just trying to be positive. I'm just trying to be positive about this, Mike. That's all.
Whatever. Move on.
Again, but good on Bullet Club Gold getting the win here. From there, we go to the internet. We go to the main event. Holy crap! It was the main event of the evening. Jon Moxley versus Orange Cassidy. I loved how they both had their little entrance that you see them walking towards Gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of had that
position,
or the go position, whatever you want to call it. It had that vibe that you would get from the UFC back in the day, or even to this day. The little walkout, you see them walking towards the cage, right? I kind of got that vibe almost. This was just amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of people would say Jon Moxley once again rescuing Tony Khan, right? But nevertheless, I thought this match was just amazing. Yeah. Yes, this was Bloodbath Part 2 of the night.
Pretty much. And you kind of expected it. You expected it with this because, Orange Cassidy is dealing with injury on top of injury on top of injury on top of injury, being a fighting champion, defending this thing Wednesday in and Wednesday out, and pay-per-view in and pay-per-view out sometimes when they do schedule him for title defense. And he's beating guys, with, he's bypassing his injuries and beating them according to his injuries, and it's like, okay, whoever takes this title off of him has to live up to the expectation of carrying over this highly built up title. This is probably the second best title as far as credibility in the company, next to the world championship, in my opinion.
Oh, of course. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And again, I know a lot of people, which I don't know why, but I get it. I get it. And look who's finally joined us here, man. Look who's.
Oh man, that's an hour and 35 minutes late. That's $1.35 you owe us.
Hey man, today's the holiday. I got holiday. This is double pay actually. Holiday.
Okay.
Double pay.
I thought
around the point does
$3.06. I'll take
double
pay.
I thought around the point has holiday schedule. No, you guys are working double today, right? Basically.
Well, that's if there's a union involved. There's no union here, bro. There's no union.
So you guys are just working for free?
We get paid, but regular pay.
Regular. Y'all working on a holiday, no double pay.
Steve, I didn't agree to that. That's when I exit the building.
Mike, you gotta be positive. Walter again.
Positive. What are we? Oh, let me not make that joke.
Well, we gotta understand. The thing is, though, people say we're not positive enough, man. I'm trying to show the viewers around the world that we are positive, man. Yeah. Especially when it comes to the great AEW, man. We gotta be positive, man.
Oh, this crap again. Come on.
You gotta be positive. Man. Gotta trust the process, man. Total cinema. Total
vision?
cinema. Gotta trust the vision. You gotta trust the.
As Tony Khan said, this was AEW's best week.
Oh yeah,
best week.
How
the fuck is this your best week?
Walter, come off. Oh fuck.
Positivity, man. Positivity.
Oh, come on.
Fuck that shit.
Oh,
it's not. No. That's just the nitpick that I had.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that in a little bit.
What are you guys talking about? I'm sorry.
We'll get into that in a little bit.
What was the current topic right now?
So we'll talk about the main event.
Damn, y'all took an hour and 30 minutes to review All Out.
Hey man, say man. We try.
Hey man,
I didn't think it was gonna be like this. But hey, I'm here.
We're here, buddy. We here, man. We here.
Wow, that show was a lot to talk about from that show.
Yeah, absolutely, Walty, absolutely. So, if you can, real quick, Mike, before we get to the main event, Walter, your overall thoughts on the show?
This will be positive. It over exceeded my expectations. I enjoyed this as much. I enjoyed this as much as I should have, and just some slow parts here and there. But overall, I thought the show was fine. I don't think it was worth $50 still, but I
pay my international fee.
Yeah, if it was $20 VPN, I thought it was worth $20 VPN. At least $20 VPN.
Yeah, that's basically.
There you go. I thought All Out out of the two shows between All Out and Payback, I might give that show All Out. Yep. All Out was the better show. See, I'm not crapping on.
Even though some would say Payback was the more organized out of the two.
Yeah, probably, but Payback had a lot of. I don't know. I feel like some of the matches went on too long for Payback, and that's crazy for me to say because AEW always has long matches. But that AEW show it was like 4 hours, right? That was the quickest 4 hours or close to 4 hours I've ever seen from an AEW pay-per-view.
Facts.
Oh, we got a special guest.
He don't
want to be on camera.
We talking
about AEW. Oh no,
in the mud. In the mud.
Nah, we don't. You don't want to talk about AEW.
No, Mike, what are you doing?
Man.
Mike, Like
he didn't want to do that.
I think some people are overrating All Out. I have seen some reviews. I think they are. It was good, but come on, man. The only pay-per-view that probably was better than this year, AEW wise, was
Forbidden
Double or Nothing.
Forbidden Door.
Forbidden Door is better than this.
Forbidden Door is way better.
It's better than this. This is
Double or Nothing.
technically this would be the second worst AEW pay-per-view this year. But that's not a bad thing. That's just how the order is.
Yeah, none of their pay-per-views have been dog shit.
Yeah, Double or Nothing. You could say that was kind of.
Give me a sec, boy.
But this All Out was
in
better
my
than
eyes.
that.
In my eyes, I rated it the same way as Payback. I gave Payback a 7.9 out of 10. This is what I'm giving it the same thing because they basically did the same thing to me. Didn't really care about the card. As soon as I watched it, started enjoying the show as the show went on. There's maybe 2 to 3 matches that I will really rewatch if I was to turn the pay-per-view back on from each show.
Yeah. I think they're both. I agree. I wouldn't argue which one you pick out of the two. I think they both were about the same equal level. I just give the slight edge to All Out. I feel like they had at least 3. Like they had maybe one more memorable match than Payback, but other than that, it was just basically.
Yeah, I give you that.
Yeah, because I mean,
but I'm keeping them as equals because they were back-to-back days.
Yeah, that's true. I thought both shows delivered for back-to-back. Like if y'all enjoyed a good weekend of wrestling, that weekend,
and that's all that matters. That's all we ask.
Yeah,
that's really all we ask.
Right. I mean, one was 50. If you think you overpaid, that's up to you. I feel like if I paid 50, I'd be more hard on this pay-per-view. Pause, but I didn't pay crap, so.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not.
I paid my $20 and was like, yeah, I guess so.
Oh, you paid the $20 for All Out? Oh,
yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, watched it when I could,
yeah.
So because I really couldn't really get on a watch along. I'm kind of busy. So
for All Out?
It.
Oh,
yeah, I was kind of busy. So
I didn't get to watch either show live, but I did catch them both playback.
I was on my cousin, so that again, there was that. But the main event, though, real quick, again, just amazing. I know a lot of time people give Orange Cassidy this whole thing. Oh, all he does touches his puts his hand in his pocket. He does these little annoying, little shitty ass little shin kicks that do no fucking damage. I get it. At times, I kind of feel the same way too. But at the same time, you realize this guy's an amazing wrestler.
Yeah,
this guy can go.
Yeah.
The factor in he has the longest reign right now in AEW with the international title. When he first won that title, it was a different name. When he first won that title, remember that it was the All Atlantic Championship when he first won it.
Yeah, they changed title names on them.
Yes, they did. Absolutely, they fucking did. But nevertheless, this match was just freaking brutal, bro. Back and forth, blood everywhere. And then it happened, dude. Then it happened. They actually did it. Jon Moxley is the new international champion.
Yeah, it took 2 paradigm shifts.
Yes.
Or really 3. Wasn't it 3? I thought it was 3, right?
Or was it 2? Yeah, I think so. But nevertheless, it happened. And listen, man, if it was gonna be somebody, bro, let it be Jon Moxley.
Yeah, that's the one person that could probably keep that title credibility on it. Well,
that's worth the damn right now.
Yeah. Excuse me.
It's okay. But it was an amazing main event, like Sleeping Angels right here in the comments. At the end of it, right, you see you had the entire Blackpool Combat Club just chilling there, just celebrating.
Mhm.
Just celebrating that they won the title.
Yeah.
You think about it, right? It was a whole win for the Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a Blackpool Combat Club night.
Just like on Saturday night, it was
It was Judgment Day night.
Judgment Day
Saturday.
night. Here you had the entire Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah.
Walter, what were your thoughts on the match, bro?
Yeah, I expected some type of bloodbath. I didn't expect Cassidy to be the one bleeding more. But overall, this was a good main event. They did the best they can on Orange Cassidy's first ever main event on a pay-per-view. I think it was well-deserved based off the run he had. And I have no issue with him losing to Moxley. I really thought he was going to win, believe it or not, because just the way his run was and that promo he cut on Wednesday, something different. I'm like, okay, maybe, Tony wants to try out something new with him. Maybe he still will without the belt. But yeah, this was definitely a really good match. And Moxley, it's like a nice little reward for him for once again kind of carrying this company again through the tough times.
If AEW gets a Hall of Fame, he's got to be first ballot, first
through the mud again, main eventing All Out, winning the belt. But no, nonetheless, they both did their thing, and overall, I thought that was a nice way to end a pretty solid pay-per-view.
Big Mike, what about you?
Yeah, man, I'm glad that I think they had no other choice but main event this match, no matter if Phil was there or if not, because if you have Ricky Starks main event this show, it's like, okay, in a regular old strap match, but with him, but nonetheless, this was an epic match. Enjoyed the match. Moxley played to Orange Cassidy's weaknesses, and he ended up victorious.
Indeed. And that's how they went off the air. I know there's a photo of best friends with Chris Statlander in the ring after, just embracing all that stuff. But yeah, like Team Coupon writes here, Moxley is AEW's franchise player. He is.
Who would have thought?
Would have thought, yeah, bro. A former Fed guy.
Not even a former Fed guy. Just if you saw John Moxley, John Moxley pre-Fed, would you think he would carry a company?
Nope.
If you saw John Moxley, aka Dean Ambrose, in the Fed, did you think he could carry a company?
I mean, a lot of people thought he could, but obviously this is not what they wanted, so no.
And now he's out of the Fed, and he's pretty much when in doubt when we're in the shitter, call on John Moxley.
Yes.
Yeah, no, he fits.
Kind of great. I'm happy for him. I'm really happy.
He fits right in AEW way more than the Fed, and that's probably what it is too.
And not only that, but the dude's also working indies. Gets to do all his beloved death matches, which honestly, I'll be honest, bro. If I'm Tony Khan, I'm cutting down on that.
I'm pretty sure that new contract he signed has to be cutting down some of those.
It has to, but
it's so weird. John Moxley knows how to do a death match the safe way. Wrap your head around that.
He's an experience. He's a veteran in this. So
I've never seen that before ever. He knows how to do a death match the safe way.
You don't think it was safe we saw in Detroit, Mike? At Harpo?
No. Oh no.
I've never seen Moxley do that.
Dude, a ref got clobbered with a chair, bro. 2 feet away from me. Dude got wrecked with a chair. That's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. But that was All Out. Mike, I'm about Walter. I know you want to say something about Tony Khan's statement that he did. So
oh, well, yeah. I mean, I give him credit for doing that in front of a live audience in Chicago for Collision. I just think he didn't have to go too in depth with it, but I kind of get it. Wanted to calm the crowd down and stuff. It wasn't really working. And I give him courage because he didn't have to announce his firing before the pay-per-view. He could have just let this all happen, and then we would have found out the day after, like today. You know,
Do you
that could have
think
been one
it would have
option.
been a distraction if we didn't get Punk Sunday, and we didn't get Punk Saturday or Sunday, and then he fires him today?
Well, you're not gonna fire him on a holiday.
You could.
You find
Why
out
not?
Tuesday.
WWE gave him his pink slip on his wedding day. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
No, they were gonna fire him on a holiday. Come on, it doesn't matter when.
About?
They fired him on a Saturday. They fired him during Collision. They fired him on his day, Collision.
Saturday.
Hey, you don't think they were gonna fire him on Labor Day? They would have fired him on Labor Day. But the only like critique I have is that Tony Khan was like, this wasn't when he was on the crowd. This was what was that segment before, as soon as Collision started.
It's funny. I was gonna play the video, but I'm not taking the chance because
the one that aired in Collision, right? The beginning where
the one where he's like
he was gonna play. He was
like
gonna
this. He's like behind the green screen. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
He said they had a great week. This is the greatest week in wrestling. I'm like, no, it can't be the greatest week because that was the whole distraction,
sir. With all due respect, Mr. Khan, sir, with all due respect, it was a to describe this week for AEW.
How can it be the greatest week in wrestling? And
you just lost your biggest draw,
and your biggest show was a week prior,
and you lost your needle mover. That's no here or there.
All In was sort of overshadowed because of it, because people still give All In props. It's the biggest wrestling event ever. Good show.
35.
But we had this Punk outlier still, and it kind of messed up the flow. No one cared about Dynamite the week at the few days later. They were wondering what happens to Phil. Is Phil going to be on the show Sunday? Is Phil going to be? And then Saturday we find out, oh, he's gone. So how does that make that the greatest week when your guy you fired, which was the right thing to do? That is the right thing to do, but you can't say at the same time it's the greatest week of wrestling. It's not.
Yeah,
absolutely. You can't. You can't.
Dynamite wasn't all that. Collision we only watched because of to see the reaction, and then All Out was okay.
Yeah,
this 1 week, Bill. I think it still doesn't work out, but because of the positive reactions we're getting for this, I'm pretty sure he's gonna fucking do this again. All In and then All Out the week after.
He said it.
He is. He's kind of
but now it's more fuel to it because All Out, a lot of people liked All Out. Some people overrated it just a tiny bit, but because of that, we're gonna get it. Like we're official. It's not like he's gonna think about it twice. He won't. He's gonna now do this back-to-back stuff.
Oh, he is.
It is what it is. I mean, it's drawing. As long as people still go, I guess you don't stop.
Well, it is like you said, then building up to shows, as long as the pay-per-view is great, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. And if the numbers do good, like United Center drew a lot of people, and I don't know if they'll do that next year because someone's not there anymore.
My question is okay. I remember. Let's keep this in mind, okay? 2021. It was the debut of Bryan Danielson, Adam Cole, and the in-ring return of CM Punk after all these years, right?
Yeah.
2022 All Out was CM Punk winning the title, right? I think you also had on that show. Did you also have Lucha Bros versus
what show are we talking about?
All Out 2022.
That's the show that Soul Chase. Oh man, we passed the 1 year anniversary.
You should know. You should have known. So
I finding that clip. Yeah.
So All Out 2022 was
Bryan Danielson and John Moxley, right? That's the one where we know. Yeah, that was it, right?
You had the inaugural final of the trios titles.
But you also had
it was John Moxley and Punk. My bad.
Okay, but All Out 2022 was the Elite. We became the Trios champion, the Trios tag team champion for the first time,
Which
right?
had to get vacated because of Brawl Out.
Yeah, and also factor in you had Punk in his comeback, right, winning the title once again from Jon Moxley. Then you had Brawl Out. All Out 2023 was just was this right here. I hope next year they do better. I think they will.
The build up, like how they're gonna plan all that out, we'll see.
Yeah,
I think he doesn't care. Like with him saying what he said in the scrum, he doesn't care. As long as they perform in the pay-per-views, he doesn't care about build-ups.
He doesn't care as long as folks fork over the bread to go over there. Because you're gonna still have the loyalists out there for AEW. Those who think that AEW can't do no wrong. Tony Khan can't do no wrong. The Elite can't do no wrong. You're going to still have those people out there. And they're going to be out there forking over the money for the T-shirts, for the events, and so on and so forth. And that's all that they care for as well. As long as they got your money, they don't care. But nonetheless, All Out overall, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a B. I'm gonna give it a B.
I'm on the same boat. B.
What about you, Big Mike?
Giving it a B minus.
B minus. Yeah.
B minus. Because I basically gave Payback a B minus, and they pretty much did the same thing to me.
Yeah. Fair enough. But like I
said, it would have got an A if they didn't have those stupid, useless tag matches. But other than that, yeah, B.
Yeah. But nonetheless, this is going to conclude the recap of All Out. I want to thank you all for tuning in today. If you are once again new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up and share it through all social media platform, wherever it is that you share videos. You guys are awesome as always, okay? Always remember that. You guys have been awesome as always. In case you guys missed it,
we were at the music a little bit. Can you
turn it down a little bit?
Yeah, turn it on because it's overshadowing you.
Yeah,
how about now? How about now?
You're good now.
In case you guys missed it, we did do a Payback review on Saturday after Payback went off the air. We even had our investors on. Paul and Tony were on the air as well. On Saturday, before Payback, myself and Big Mike did an Around the Point Extra where we talked about CM Punk being terminated. That thumbnail. Look at that.
Terminated.
Look at
that.
that.
Oh, come on, man. I still have a valid question about that. Like, what am I supposed to do with my collision tickets now?
Well, I don't know. Well, he's not here right now. He's not here.
He ain't here. Come on, man. That ain't him.
You guys can follow the Around the Point Network on X at AT Network. You guys can follow me on X at Heel Steven. Big Mike, let them know where can they check you at the Pride of Detroit.
You can follow me on X, Detroit Gamer 313. Also here every single day on Around the Point Network.
And of course, Walty.
Yep, you can follow me on X at Ham Walter.
That being said, guys, this has been your AEW All Out post show or recap, if you know what I'm saying. It's a recap. AEW, they are moving. The moving forward process for AEW has officially started, and this has been Steve's Kitchen here on the Around the Point Network. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the Raw Rundown. Said everyone.